This is Matt for Into Boxing. I'm delighted once again to be joined by highly rated prospect Ebonie Jones. Ebonie, we're here at Camden Town for your open workout for the Richard Riakporhe undercard. Saw you last time in Glasgow. Very, very good performance. It was a tough fight. Came out with a draw. How do you assess your fight now, looking back?
I don't think it should have been a draw still, but at the same time, looking at the Taylor catch-all decision, I think I'm lucky they didn't give me a loss. But at the same time, although I think I won it, could have given her a couple rounds, and I think it just went back to the drawing board, and I don't want to even be giving people, say, a couple rounds. So I think just a few things that I needed to work on myself, and me getting the draw I took it as a positive in the end, because I sort of assessed everything. So
was it a good learning fight for you? Because obviously when you start off, you normally get a couple of fights, get your feet wet, but that was a real competitive fight, and obviously I know you feel you got the win, but do you feel you'll get more out of that than you would just going in there and blowing someone over?
Yeah, definitely. I got the rounds in, and obviously someone who was a higher ranked fighter, so she was 27 in the world, so you sort of see what you're dealing with. And at the same time, I had a couple of fights coming back as like featherweight, because I had a long time out of boxing, and it sort of proved as well that I want to be featherweight isn't weight for me. I'm too small at that weight. I think we've done super bantam.
So for coming into this fight, do you feel a lot more refreshed, refueled, and do you feel, I suppose you'll feel a lot stronger coming in, won't you, if you're more comfortable at the weight?
Yeah, definitely been feeling really good in the gym. Obviously went back to drawing board, changed a few things around, and I'm excited to see for the night.
Now you're on this huge platform, Sky Sports Boxer. They've really been doing a lot for women's boxing, and you've seen the signings of Artenstall, Lauren Price. They're trying to put Shields and Marshall together. How exciting is it for you as a woman now to be getting into this sport while it's booming and while it's on and up? It's not where it's going to be, because it's still growing, but how good is it for you? It must be a good feeling.
Yeah, it feels so good, because even when I was on GB, I didn't imagine that the professional game for women would have been this big, especially what Sky Sports and Boxer are doing for the women. It is exciting, and obviously I feel lucky to be on that platform. Obviously my amateur pedigree has helped me to get there, but I still feel lucky to be here, sort of thing.
Yeah, because in bygone years, obviously you'd have women who were great amateurs, but they never really got maybe the push they deserved, or they fell by the wayside, whereas now it's becoming sort of not on par with the men's game yet, because I think it's still got some way to go till it's equal, but everyone's sort of getting that chance and that opportunity. Like you said, with the exposure of Sky. When you start off in your career, is your ambition, is it world title, or is it to perform at a specific arena? What's your sort of ultimate goal? What's your dream?
Yeah, world title, definitely, yeah. Obviously that is always the end goal. If I didn't think I could achieve that, I wouldn't be doing it. So yeah, that is the goal for me.
I've got to ask you, Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall, I've got to ask you about that. I don't think I've asked you yet. A lot of people are sort of, when I've asked them a few months ago, swapping their opinions around on me, so I want to know what you think. Genuine beef between them, back and forth. I think it's refreshing.
I actually think it is a genuine hatred, to be honest. Obviously stem back from... I don't really go on Twitter too much. I kind of stay clear of Twitter a bit. I think sometimes it's a bit toxic, but when I have been on there and seen bits, but I think Savannah Marshall will beat her, yeah. She's great. Claressa Shields, she's a great fighter, but I just think Savannah Marshall, she's just got that knockout power, so if she just caught her with one.
Yeah, do you think it's going to be, do you think that's the key point in this fight, that the rounds could just be going by and by, but when she lands, it'll be game over? Because everyone seems to say the same. It might not be a case that she's winning the fight, but ultimately, when she hits her, she'll go.
That's what I mean, it'll just take one punch, that's what I think, so.
Right, moving on. For fans who've not seen you fight yet, obviously I'm sure they will have done, but for the ones who haven't seen you fight yet, what can they expect to see from you on this undercard?
I think I'm quite an exciting fighter, and I just think I'm gonna, from what I've been doing in the gym and stuff like that, the way I've been feeling, I think it's just going to be seeing a different fighter during the 11th. So.
You got a message for your fans and your sponsors, all the people who have got behind you and are on this journey early on to supporting you? Yeah,
definitely. A massive thank you to all the fans, especially in Portsmouth. People are very supportive. All my sponsors and my two full-time sponsors I've got, Staple Garage, who's in Portsmouth, and Motivate Apparel.
I have to say, Portsmouth fans, I witnessed it in Michael Mickinson from Portsmouth. They came over to Gibraltar, big naval town, Portsmouth, and it was like we were in Portsmouth when he came and fought Congo, so it was incredible. So yeah, I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine with that fan base. Right, we'll catch up fight week. Look forward to seeing the improvements that you say you've made, and yeah, thanks for talking to Into Boxing. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers.